What is up, Rebel Nation? Andy McCabe here. Just sitting here watching some Gary V videos, getting inspired to do some social media stuff. Ben Justison gave me a holler today, this afternoon. He's out of Moses Lake, Washington. And he laid some information on me that I think is vital to us as restoration contractors, and it has to do with pricing feedback. We are cutting our own throats. We are shorting ourselves by not properly giving pricing feedback back to Xactimate. And yeah, I'm coming in choppy. Sorry, Mark. I'm in my car because my kids are sleeping and it's cold out here, so it's started and I've got my seat warmers on. But I want to talk about pricing feedback. We've got an opportunity, and I've got a particular opportunity with a company that I've just partnered with, that if I am with a company that writes $5 billion worth of Xactimate estimates in a year, that's a whole lot of pricing feedback opportunity that we're missing out on. And Ben, whatever, Dave, air-conditioned seats. Yeah, well, next year maybe. Next year, brother. I'll get them. I got heated seats, though. They're on. So, Ben said something on LinkedIn just now that really blew my mind and really actually gives positive feedback to the message that I'm trying to send. And that's the rising tide floats all boats, right? And Ben said, I want all my competitors to do pricing feedback. Because guess what? When we all do pricing feedback, the pricing goes up in our area, right? So, and the most important thing Ben just said, and I'm going to talk him into coming down to the Restoration 2.0. He will be there. If I got to drive up to Moses Lake and get him to drive, if I got to pick him up and put him in the back of my truck to get him there in September, I'll get him there. But the number one thing he said he's been doing pricing feedback for, I think he said 4 years. And he said he got the most traction over the last 8 months by building his own custom price lists. And the first thing all y'all are going to say, well, what if the adjuster finds out I'm using custom price lists? Guess what? Here's a dirty little secret. The desk adjusters have no clue what a custom price list looks like. They just don't. And secondly, it's more accurate, it's more honest. If your labor rates are $10 an hour higher than what Xactimate has, is it honest to put an estimate together that has $10 an hour less than labor rates? No, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. So we should all take a page from Ben's playbook and start learning how to do our own custom price lists. And that will enable us as an industry, as a whole, to rise the tide. Because he said he's got his drywall labor, paint labor, and one other labor rate, I forget what it was, $10 an hour higher than it was 8 months ago. That's some real shit, people. That is real dollars. Yeah, and he's in Moses Lake, and that's a long ways from everywhere. And I tell you what, I wish I had that pricing here in Bend, Oregon. I wish I was getting $65 an hour for drywall here in Bend, Oregon. Because guess what? We just went through a horrendous winter, and that's what it's costing me to get dudes. I can't find labor here. No one can, because we're in a surge event. So, hold on a second. Someone's talking to me. I can't read. Wow. So Dave just said 20% plus on custom items. It's real. And there's another conversation I had today. This guy out of California, he said, well, isn't Xactimate owned by the insurance companies? And I said, I had to stop him. I said, no, Xactimate is owned by a insurance company, but guess what? $50 billion worth of claims. It's just the de facto standard. It's what we use. We're going to have to accept something because we have to have apples to apples comparisons. So, yeah, you can get on your high horse and say, I'm not going to use Xactimate because it's influenced by the insurance companies. Well, it's influenced by all of us. And does Xactware really want everyone to go somewhere else? No. They need us. They need us as contractors to use them and pay them their $2,000 a year per subscription, per user. You think they're out to piss us off? No. They've given us the tools and opportunities to influence our own price lists. We just haven't been awake enough to take advantage of it. So, I'm a big fan of changing labor rates, changing labor efficiencies to what's more accurate. So let's do it. I'm going to get Ben in to the Restoration 2.0 Summit, and he's going to give us a lesson on how to change our price list, how to give proper pricing feedback. And I'm not just talking about program claims, because guess what, folks, all y'all that are on the programs, you're not allowed to change a price list. Guess how many programs I'm on? This many. I can change any price list I want. And I should be running every estimate I run right now should have a custom price list in it. But it doesn't, because I'm just behind. I haven't figured it out yet. But that's why we're all here. We're here to learn from each other and be better. And if your price list is more and you're giving pricing feedback and you're in my market and you're a quote competitor, guess what? You're helping me. So why don't we help each other? Let's get on the same page. Let's fight the fight. David says, you have heated seats. I know. Oh. That's a good point. All right, read through the thing, Facebook people. That's a good point there. We all have tools we have to use. But there's nothing saying we can't customize those tools. Just like the opening statement that I say people should use. It's out there for free. I want it to be out there because I want people to use it. Because the more people to use it, the more adjusters that see it, the more they get used to seeing it, and the less flack we get in the long run. So, bless y'all. I know it's late everywhere else except for here. It's 10 o'clock West Coast time. So,